back to Zalunkum. I've just brought the truck back. I've got to say, maybe not surprised, but it sounds kind of disappointing and generic. So maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but yeah, sounds a little disappointing. I agree, sheep. I agree. What I was going to have a look at in today's video is maybe reworking the yard a little bit. We might crack the old bank loan out, I think. So it would be kind of nice. I'm not sure if it will. We enable free mode. Freedom. I wonder if we can, if I moved those bales, if we could fit one of those sheds there behind the silo, and that would give us a lot more shedage. That is a verb, to shed, shedage. So I think what we need to do is move a whole load of stuff. And then I'm thinking that we might have a look at doing the pigs today as well, as part of that rework of the yard. So let's just kind of get everything moved out of the way. And obviously, before you do any work with things like buildings, it's a good idea to save the game, but we'll get everything moved first. And I think this field, or former field, is probably going to be where we do a lot of the yard building, although I did say that if we got pigs, we would probably buy the field that side to put in the pig pen, so which probably I'll still do. Basically I want to do something different other than going and doing another logging contract and making you guys watch. I know, oh well, we've got super strength now, so we can easily pick that up and sort it. It's not quite so painful. Not as painful probably as getting stuff out of this stupid little shed. I haven't looked actually to see if they fixed the door texture yet. Do the doors vanish as we drive away? They seem to not. Obviously one of the things that they fixed. Well done, giants. The Ring of Death seems very present. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much today. That can go and see if we can get these things out of the shed. Be wise to lower that down and actually drive through the doors. Not through the doors, through the gap in the doors. Probably more sensible, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, let's get that done. If you're curious, the Poplar Farms video was progressed significantly yesterday. You may not be interested, but I was rabbiting about it in the last video, so I thought I'd give you guys an update after I finished recording the last video. I ended up playing that a bit afterwards because I felt like playing a bit more Farm Sim. So, yep. Yeah, it was. I didn't actually have that much to do to finish off the planting. Oh, it took me, I think, nearly 7.5 hours to plant all of the poplar on that on Poplar Farms. So it's quite a lot of poplar. It's quite a lot of poplar. Anyhow, it's Tuesday today. I know, but it may not be when you're watching the video, but for me it's Tuesday. Giants have released a few more mods from, I think it's all kit from FS22. So we got the FarmCon pack, which is kind of cool because I didn't really get to use those particularly extensively in FS22. So the fast bale is back, or the slow bale as we call it here, because they have released a faster baler than that. Alongside it, we got the Potinger Impress, which is actually faster than the fast bale as long as you're paying attention. Did a whole load of testing of that in FS22 to see which was faster. A a normal round baler is actually faster than the fast bale, but it's easier to use the fast bale, I know. And if you're frantically typing away in the comments that the fast bale is faster, then you could go watch my videos on it if you really want. It's really not. It's quite slow. So, yeah. That's why I always call it the slow bale, unless you're using the Thor variant, obviously, which is quite quick. It's also a little bit cheaty. I'm sure at some point we'll see the Thor variant as well. If he's finished doing endless amounts of press-ups. If you don't know what that means, I imagine he's posting it on other Discords, but I've seen him posting about it on Cartex Discord. So, in doing a charity press-up, push-up thing, depending on where you live. Press-ups, because we're in the UK. So, yeah. If he's still got arms left, hopefully he'll make us a Thor quick bale. Actually make it quick. So either way, I am getting rid of the shed that we built because it's essentially useless. And then we'll work out what shed we can put in its place. I would quite like to use, I think it is a black sheep modding one, the one that I've got my eye on. Let's get rid of this guy. So we're going to get back 5 grand, which is not awful, is it? And then we'll see what we can tuck in behind the silo. So this one's 9. That should fit if we do a bit of free mode. And I might want to do a bit of terraforming in there. Just to maybe drop that down a bit. So that's how you get terraforming, get noob. Let's go soften. Soften. Let's come in there. In there. Let's see if we can that down a bit. Around there. There we go. Yeah, it's probably a bit better. And then back to our shed. That's a big shed here. I don't fancy spending 45 grand anyway. So, what did I say? Save the game before you place the buildings. Just in case you screw up. Because that way you can reload and you don't have issues. Come on, game. Finish saving, please. That would be wonderful. There we go. And then we'll do a bit of an animal check. And then I think we'll sleep until the morning. So we come at it from this side. What am I thinking in terms of overlap? If I do it like that, because I can get into... I can put stuff in the end bay behind the silo anyway. Oh yeah, I think like that. I will enable free mode. And bosh. Let's hope it doesn't look rubbish. Let's go have a look. A little bit. Might have to do a little bit of terraforming work because we have some floating thingies. If I grab the leveling tool. And Right, let me just bring those up enough. No, and then smooth. So probably what I'll do is I am going to reload and sort this out a bit, because I think that looks a bit pants personally. So let me reload and tidy up a little bit, and I'll come back. Okay, I am back. I've done a bit more landscaping, and I think this is going to work okay. So attempt number 2. Just need to get the position roughly where I want it. I think there is sort of okay. I'm okay with it being kind of right up back against the sheep pen. So let's hit go on that. And it looks like we might need to do a little bit of smoothing on the entrance way now, but that's okay. So let's grab said smoothing tool. Smoothing. The landscaping is so buggy after the update. I've seen a bunch of people talking about this. Come on. There's just like massive lag. And, in terms of its response to when you try and do stuff. It's kind of annoying, but kind of is what it is, I guess. Let's have a quick check. The animals are okay for water and food. The greenhouse could make do with a little bit of water. Wonder if the water tank will hook up to the pickup truck. It would be good if it would, because that would be quicker, obviously. Yeah, we need a bit of smoothing of that terrain, really. Yes, excellent. Let's go grab some water for the greenhouse. And then in the morning, we will start putting everything away, because it's getting a little bit dark. And that, one, I think makes bad viewing. And two, I think, yeah, it makes bad viewing. And also it's hard for me to see. So now let's go grab a trailer full of water for the greenhouse to keep that running, because that's generating us some cash. And then we might have a look at a little bit of a bank loan, get the pigs set up, because that's, I think, the next step in the master plan. Right. There we go. Excellent. Good stuff. The truck has a use. Hurrah! And say, I think the truck is going to be useful for a bunch of things. I'm just trying to avoid doing too much forestry, because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, you know. But there is a thing I want to do with the forestry contracts, but which might end up being the next video. Don't know. I actually want to do a Terra Life video this week. But I need to do a bit of work behind the scenes on that save, so I might do that this evening, actually. So that I can then do that. Because I want to bring that, I want to get back to playing a bit of Terra Life. I have a lot of videos I want to do on Farm Sim this week. But, and we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. This week has not turned out as I had planned. But in a good way, really. In a good way. I'm going home earlier than I had planned from my work travels, which is a definite bonus. So that's that. I'm going to go sleep. So I will see you all in a moment. And it's the morning time. Hurrah! I actually really just need to focus on getting a whole load of stuff put away, but we have a whole load of fresh sales, so let's have a bit of a peek through. It really does give an insane amount of items in the sales. Oh, look at that Zerion. Very nice. Almost everything Command could ever want is in the sales. We don't have the horsepower to run that, I don't believe. No, quad-track? Quad-track? Truck? Logging trailer. Interesting. For only 10 grand, we could get ourselves a logging trailer and get ourselves proper setup to do logging. I don't think we will. Don't think we will. What I need to do now is get everything put away again. So let's focus on that first, because we have a bit of a mess here. We probably should switch to the tractor. And yet starting the engine would be a good idea. I agree. Good idea, game. Right, let's put the grass working kit away first. Jesus. Again. I think I said this last time. Why do you folks watch? Why? Can I blame it on the fact that I've done quite a tiring day at work today? So today was the main reason I was traveling for work, and quite an important pair of work meetings today, which I can't really go into the details of, but yeah, the old brain is a little bit worn out now, but very successful work meetings, but a little bit on the tired side, I think. It would appear from the quality of my driving now. Yes, I know you can't tell the difference in the quality of my driving. Very funny. Well done. Oh, that was a big change in brightness. Let's just fix this. We now don't have to faff about like we did before. Those hours in the gym paid off. Armor strength for the win. I kind of like how that shed looks. It kind of fits with the silo. Yeah, I'm not disliking that new layout, and hopefully we can tuck the mower back in there now. Whilst breaking everything. Figure what we can do is then put the windrower and the baler in front of them, and then we'll be able to access them all. You know, it's all stuff we're going to need at the same sort of time, so seems somewhat sensible to me. Maybe not to you. I'm the one that's in charge here, so I can do what I want. That's how it works here. Right, back that guy in, and at least now we're not faffing about with the height of that little shed. Kind of annoying, and basically made it unusable, as we said. At least now we have something we can actually put things in. And that means I'm not just going to abandon them everywhere. And I'll actually start putting things away. Which will be better. So the next job, I think we're going to go for it. I think we're going to get some pigs. Hopefully my maths paid off. The only bit I'm a little bit nervous about is the old manure bug. Are you aware of the manure bug? You probably are. if you've got animals. Um, Something that I came across in the testing that I was doing in that is basically when you save the game, there's a you then get into the random chance that is manure gonna spawn when I restart. Um, the bug that's not been fixed yet, and so when I was doing all of my animal testing, basically I would have to do it in one hit. And I'd have to place down a fresh manure pit and then do however many years of data collecting that I was going to do in one pass. Actually, that's going to be a real pain in the butt when it comes to doing horses. Yeah, we might wait on doing horses until that bug's fixed, because that is going to be a real pain to try and do. Because I'm assuming that horses give manure because they have in the last few versions of the game, even if giants don't really mention it. Anywho, maybe we'll wait on that one. But I would like to get that series finished, so... Oh, no. Oh, that's a bit of an edge, isn't it? That's a bit of an edge. We do need to get that terraformed out, but... Alright, the bales to put away. Something that I do need to potentially sort come springtime, if giants haven't sorted it, is the grazing situation. Now, one way you can fix the grazing problem is to plant actual grass. So although animals currently seem to not regraze meadow, they will regraze actual grass. So if you... Now, there's two ways that you could tackle that. If you're placing a new pasture, then plant the grass first, obviously, and tell the game not to put down meadow is probably sensible. If, like me, you've already got a pasture that has meadow in it, then you can delete a piece of fence and then put in... You can use a seeder to put grass in, and it will grow, and then grazing will happen. And if there isn't a game update which sorts it by the time we get to spring, that is what I plan to do. What I will probably do, and what you could maybe do if you were going to do the same, if you want to preserve the fence that you have, is I'm going to have a look. I'm assuming that the fence is saved in the placeables.xml. So I'll have a look in there, make a copy of the fence information, delete the fence, do the planting, and then re-edit the placeables.xml to put the fence back. So just make it like we temporarily took the fence down. So I think that's a reasonable thing to do, because it's meant to be that. It's that kind of fence, isn't it? We don't want to have to pay to build the fence again, because we've already paid for it once. So yeah, that's kind of my thought on that. There we go. Right. That will get those put away. No, don't go too fast, because otherwise we'll send the bale flying across the field. I think that's better. If we can get that bit of terraforming done as well, it'll be much better. But it's a bit better. The shed is nice. As soon as I saw this on Mod Hub, I wanted to use it instead of what we had. And ultimately, we could potentially use it if the farm gets much bigger to store an awful lot of bales if we need to. So let's have a think, shall we, about pigs. If we were to get some pigs, and if I were to go, if I were to do it properly, we'd be looking at 109,000 for that. We'd want a manure pit for 25, so that's 134,000 plus that, which is, let's call it 80, so 214,000. So let's say we borrow 210,000 ish. We do have a loan at the moment, so we would take our loan to 225. We need money for the animals as well. So let's take the loan up to, let's say, 225. Let's take the loan to 230 and see if that gets us everything that we need. So there we go. So we're going to buy field 18. Yep. Obviously, we'll be able to use it for farming as well, the bit that we don't put the pigs in. So animals, pigs. Let's go for about there. Do you want to customize the fence? No, thank you. Do you want to paint meadow? No, thank you. So that's okay. So done landscaping wise. Let's go have a quick look, shall we? I thought this land looked relatively flat. Obviously, I didn't do what I said to do, and I didn't save the game before we put this down. But that looks somewhat okay. I think we can maybe do a little bit of terraforming around that. So let's get the painting tool out, and we're going to it's not that, we're going to paint some interesting. Please let me do what I want to do. Thank you. I hate how expensive this is. We could use the free painting and terraforming mod, but feels a little bit cheaty for what we're trying to do on here, so we're not going to do that. Now, pigs do ideally need straw bedding, so we should buy some straw, really. You can put that in as bales, so we don't need to get a straw blower, so that's good. That's going to save us a bit of cash. Also good. There we go. Can we do... Yep, we can. So let them have some mud to wallow in. Interesting that we can't paint those bits, but that's okay. And then actually I want to do a little bit more terraforming to soften some of these edges. So, yeah, there we go. I has painted it now, just didn't show it, so we were trying to do it. There we go. Soften those a little bit. And along there. And as that seems to be terraforming, I wonder if we can now do these. Yay! Much better. Brilliant. Awesome. So we have our pig pen. So we need to place the manure pit. So probably sensible to actually painting that one I used. Yeah, that's where do we want to put that? Yeah, we should probably put it here. It's not that one. Oh, this is not the one. That one. Love wasting money. Thank you, game. Let's go all the way along here and make like a hard standing at the bottom of the field. It's really good that it updates so slowly that you can't actually see it. And then we're going to do silo manure pit. And I'm going to rotate it. And I'm going to put it there. We're going to bring it in a bit closer and put it there. Yeah, be all right. Cool. Kind of like that. Don't like that there's a little bit of a weird gap there. Wonder if we can terraform that out a bit. Maybe not. I might try and sort that afterwards off camera. Because I'd kind of like to get the pigs. So what I want to look at is what's it going to cost me to I'm going to get the spotty ones. Just thinking, how many do we want to buy? I think I wanted to... We want to have piglets eventually, so... if I go 33, so it's £990 for the transport fee versus... what's it going to cost me to lease that? So it's cheaper to get them delivered. So if I go for 33, that lets me keep the piglets a little bit longer. So buy, yes, okay. So we now need to get them some water, so we'll use the truck for that. I need to put the rest of those tools away as well. And then we're going to need to do some contracting work to try and knock that loan down a bit, I think. The other thing that we need to do is go and get some pig food. We will be aiming to grow some of the pig feed. There aren't any harvesting contracts left, are there? No. That's a nice cultivating contract. So probably next time we'll pick up some contracts and try and start to make some money back. Because it's quite a big loan that we've taken out, obviously. And a pig loan. Pig loan? Pig, yeah. Sorry, I'll get my coat. But yeah, it probably would make sense to start trying to recover some of that costs through the winter. Not go too deep. But once we can, I am going to plant some poplar, which will probably sort our financial problems out in a year's time, because we are going to have to wait a year for them to grow. But in that time, we will be looking to expand the farm and achieve more things. Once we've got some amount of product to process, I will be putting in a mini BGA as well, to test it in advance. I will probably, and this will mean we'll have to wait a little while. So for information, there are multiple versions of the mini BGA now, and one of them is labeled the Concrete Cow, which is based on I think it was a Farmer Phil video that I watched, where they talked about that. This has got automated watering, hasn't it? Come on, game, please respond. Please respond. Why don't you? Why is my game? There we go. Yeah, it's got automatic watering. Oh well. We can use the water elsewhere. Do the sheep need water? Oh, I'm on my backup mouse, and it doesn't seem to be wanting to register my mouse clicks. Anyway, yeah, I watched I think it was a Farmer Phil video where he went to visit a BGA, and they talked about the fact that essentially they feed it like a cow. And so there's a version of the mini BGA which is now, you're not feeding it TMR, but it has much more complex, recipes which give you a much better return. And it means that if you go for that version, you can't just put manure or slurry or silage through or things like that. You need to put multiple ingredients in to actually get it to run. So, but still floating. I'm going to need to adjust that as well. What that means is it's not you, it's me. I will need to make silage as well. So now that's not a problem because we've got way more grass than we actually need. So way more grass, way more hay than we actually need. So I can make silage from this field. So essentially the recipe that we're probably going to run will be a recipe that needs silage, slurry, and manure. And that reflects the fact that from some research that I did, to run a BGA effectively, you need to, and I could be wrong, this is, Googling and chat GPTing, you need to provide it a different ingredients for different things. And so the silage represents one type of ingredient, the manure another type of ingredient, and it needs to have a liquid to help with the fermentation. So that's why you need multiple ingredients in the recipe, and without them all it won't work. Possibly once we get production revamp, I might then update it again. I don't know. But if you don't like the sound of that, there is the version that was released previously that just, it's a small BGA that runs quickly. And then I had a request for a version that wasn't so fast. So there's a version in there that runs at a more normal speed, but still not as slow as the base game BGAs. Yeah, there's a bunch of different versions now. So. Anywho, we need to get some pig food. So, big bags of pig food. Go for 4, I think. I think that'll be okay. I'm using the keyboard today. I couldn't be bothered to. Literally, the controller is sat next to me on the bed in my hotel room. Just couldn't be bothered today. I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to do as I started recording. Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to hook it up and do controllery things. So keyboard is still much more natural for me, and I will adjust eventually, but no, don't fall over. For now, using the keyboard was easier. When brain is tired, me default to keyboard. There we go. Right. I don't know how long 4 bags is going to last with 33 small pigs. I could work it out, but we're not going to bother. We're just going to see how it goes. I'm kind of pleased that pigs can be profitable in FS25. There's a little bit of a wait for them to have piglets, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And it's nice to be able to grow the farm and be doing things that are a bit different. Yeah, we've just taken out a pretty big loan, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because it's going to allow us to be a bit more profitable, and particularly once we get a BGA running, it's going to really help with that and hopefully allow us to expand. And that will then allow us to do more things and repeat. And that's kind of what I want. I want to be able to grow the farm. I don't want this to be super slow progress, and I think that's all going to help. There's the modded cheaper cowshed as well, which I'm interested in, particularly if it has milk. So then we could get some milk cows as well. I believe they're called dairy cows. I think like milk cows, dairy cows, something like that. They go moo, I believe. Oh, I needed straw as well, didn't I? Otherwise, we're not going to get the solid poop. We just get the runny poop. Yeah. So we'll go grab a couple of straw bales. We do now have the option to get straw from contracts, but obviously contracts are a long way off that are of the harvest variety. So we'll have a look at that. Oh wow! Look at that driving talent. Look at that driving talent. Yeah. So I think I said in the last video. Next few videos are probably going to be focused around Let's Plays, but I do have a bunch of tutorial-like content lined up in my brain. Just a case of getting it out of my brain. And, I kind of wanted to just get back to... Oh, we need some fuel. We're very low on the old diesel. Where is the fuel station? Where is the fuel station on here? Answers on a postcard. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if we go down there, fill up with... That's an electric charging station. That's a gas station. So, let's just have a quick check. Pigsty. So they've got... It's probably okay. We'll go grab some fuel. We'll grab an bale of hay. Yes, I know it's not an. Gel. And we'll see how long the bit of food that we've given them and the bit of hay that we give them lasts. Not hay, straw. And I think call that a video for today, because I'm looking at how long I've been rambling for again, and I think getting pigs is a nice step forwards. We've got the nice new shed. Oh, a Fent 700 Vario. Are you excited, Kartik? Should we have a look at how much it's going to cost? I think this is maybe a bit extreme on how many. A pallet of solid fertilizer for 60% off. That might be worth picking up just because at some point we're going to need fertilizer. You know, at the very least, that's a good deal for doing contracts with. It's interesting seeing those crop up in the sales. But yeah, that seems it seems to be throwing, I think, maybe too many items in the sales. We'll see. We'll see. So, we'll refuel, bale of straw. I'm going to buy that pallet of fert that's on sale because, let's say, it seems like too good a deal not to take. And then I think we do need to work on recovering some of the insane amount of money that we've spent today. I've yet again gone down the wrong road. I seem to like doing that. This is the correct road. Oh, headache. Headache, headache, headache. I need to go buy food again this evening as well. The hotel I'm in has really good internet. It doesn't have really good food options, so I have to go out to get food, which sucks. It does have really good internet, which is good because I can get this. If I get this video edited and rendered this evening, I can get it uploaded as well, which would be cool. It would get me a little bit ahead of things because the next couple of days, although I'm going to be home earlier, are kind of hectic from a making content point of view. So I'm not stopping for you, sir. That's a cool building. I've got about 3 to 4 hours in the car tomorrow. I've got an appointment in the afternoon, which will probably mean I don't feel like doing recording in the evening. Thursday, I am in a work meeting all day, which means I probably won't get any contenting done. It means I won't be streaming on Thursday. Again, I know, I'm sorry. Apologies for the lack of Terra Life streaming stuffs. Yeah, we're going to buy that. Can we really buy? No. They get more expensive after the first one that's on sale. So yeah, we're going to buy that discounted palette of things. And then we're going to buy this buggy mouse. This is why I brought a new mouse. Square bale of straw, just the one. Thank you. Yeah. I've really struggled lately with being able to do streams for many reasons. Work travel's got in the way. Some life stuff's got in the way. Mental health things have got in the way. So they will return at some point, but I'm not sure when. And this week definitely won't be, because by the time I get home from work, I'm not actually sure what time it will be, and I will be far too mentally exhausted. And I will have to do things like look after animals and look after Mrs. Well, not look after, but if Mrs. D needs any help and that kind of thing. So, yeah. Alright, let's get this lot loaded up. 9,000 litres of straw should last quite a while, I hope. Or should at least generate quite a lot of poop. And what I think the the shed can hold no at least fall over. I think the shed holds quite a lot of slurry. Come on, fall over. So, and the manure pit holds like 4 million litres or something stupid. So we can wait for getting a BGA, and it's going to take ages for base game pigs to produce that much straw and that much manure and slurry. But we can wait for buying the BGA if we need to. I have the benefit of I don't have to wait for it to be released on ModHub because I have it on my computer. I know. Early access privileges of being the person that made it. Alright, let's get this lot back to the farm and get the straw in the pig pen. And that's going to be it for today, I'm afraid, folks. Headache is winning. I had a headache when I finished work, and I managed to knock it back a bit with the power of caffeine and medication, but it's encroaching again, so yeah. I'm afraid it's going to have to win for today. Oh well. I'm really pleased with the changes we've made today. I'm really pleased. I think the new shed looks good. It fits in well with the silo. And the pig pen looks quite good. I should have crossed over earlier, but anyway, we'll just go across here because we kind of don't care. Remember, folks, realism is key. And yeah, so we've now got 3 fields to put crops into, which is kind of good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that straw goes in there. Pretty sure it did. We might need to take it off of the trailer to get in the trigger. I'm pretty sure from my testing that's where straw went. Assuming my memory hasn't failed me, because this is the pig pen that I use to test pigs for their profitability. Please vanish. Yay, there we go. So they now have straw. They have straw, they have food. The watering is automated. So just grab that and pull that away, because that's going to be the thumbnail. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Nice bit of progress, I think, in terms of development of the farm. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I will see you all next time for probably Contract Apocalypse, because we need to make money. Bye.